is the? Is it like part of the community? I wonder if you should have pulled. I'm surprised if it's not true. It's indigo. Is it indigo? What color is it? Okay. Um,
All right, all right. uh, I'm thinking about all of my friends riding from San Francisco to LA, 545 miles on the AIDS Life Cycle ride right now. Right now. Safe, safe travels for people.
Yedi nefesh av harachaman, Yedi nefesh av harachaman, Meshoch avdecha, El retzonecha, Meshoch avdecha, Yadadadadadada, El retzonecha. Yarutz avdecha, kemoya, yishtachaveh, da-da-da-da-da-da, el muhadarecha. Yedi nefesh av harachaman, Yedi nefesh av harachaman, Meshoch avdecha, El retzonecha, Meshoch avdecha, Da-da-da-da-da-da, El retzonecha. Yarutz avdecha, kemoya, yishtachaveh, da-da-da-da-da-da, El retzonecha.
Correct.
Shabbat Shalom, Shir Tikva. Can we all just beam? Do you know that emoji with the smiley face with the heart eyes? Can we all turn our sweet masked faces and just beam an emoji of love to Harry Funk, who is here on the soundboard, helping us come through, streaming us onto live stream and onto Zoom. Shir Tikva has asked an awful lot of the Funk family this year. Harry Funk, thank you so much. Shir Tikva is a whole community of heart eye emojis for you. Thank you so much for your patience. Here at Shir Tikva, and I feel like in the world right now, if you'll permit me a tiny editorial, we try our best to show up prepared. We try our best to show up ready. And then we get to work together with grace and, God willing, with some humor and with a lot of humility to find our way to connect. It's a parenting lesson. It's a community lesson. And just thank you so much to each of you for your grace and for the ways that you reach in and support our community and in this wild, wild moment. So welcome one and all to Shir Tikva. My name is Rabbi Ariel. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm so grateful to welcome you here to the Shir Tikva sanctuary. I have brown hair and light skin, and I'm wearing a headband, and I'm standing here before the Torot, which even 2 months into this re-entry has not lost its majesty. And I'm so grateful to be leading this Shabbat service with the incomparable Rachel Lipkin and Mindy Benowitz, woo! And also our amazing rabbinic intern, Aaron Burke. So welcome to each of you who is joining us on Zoom. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Wow. Thank you. Welcome to each of you on Zoom, to each of you on live stream, and welcome to each of you here, whether this is your 1000th time in the sanctuary or your very first. And I'm wondering, are there folks here who are here for the very first time? Whoa, welcome, welcome. And Mazal Tov. And I'm wondering also if there's anyone in the sanctuary who is joining us here for the first time since COVID. Oh, wow. Welcome back, and welcome to you who are here for the first time. I'm going to invite us to say Shehechianu, to say a blessing on new moments. Let us not miss the wonder of being together. So Shehechianu, I believe, is on page 344. Someone call out if I get the page wrong. Yes, it's the second blessing down. And if you're here on Zoom for the first time in a long time, I invite you please to join us in Shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyemanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. And not to call him out, but my husband is walking through the door of Shir Tikva. I haven't seen him here in a long time. Sorry. I have no poker face. It's just going to be that night. Good question, Aaron Burke. No. So I'm so glad to invite the Hillenbrand family to join me here on the Bima to light the Shabbat candles. If you're at home and would like to get your Shabbat candles and mark this movement into Shabbat, please do. Mathis and Benton are becoming B-mitzvah this weekend. Yay! So I'm going to invite the two of them and their whole family to join me here on the Bima as we kindle these sweet lights of Shabbat. It's like a pull down. And it's just around. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Mazal Tov. We can't wait to celebrate with you tomorrow. May this be a very sweet Shabbat for you, and we'll welcome you back up at the end to bless our grape juice and graham cracker. So I'm going to invite Helen Rubenstein to join me here also on the Bima. We have just a chain of blessings tonight, which is pretty sweet. So we're moving from B-mitzvah students to celebrating Helen on your 75th birthday. On Sunday. That's right. So it's my joy. It's my joy to get to bless you tonight as we move into Shabbat and as we move towards your birthday. May you just open to the blessing of this sweet summer. And may you receive health and companionship and so much joy. And I want to use words from poet John O'Donohue to bless you tonight. So blessed be the gifts you never notice. Your health, eyes to behold the world, thoughts to countenance the unknown, memory to harvest vanished days, your heart to feel the world's waves, your breath to breathe the nourishment of distance made intimate by earth. On this echoing day of your birth, or nearly, on this date nearly towards your birth, may you open to the gift of solitude in order to receive your soul, Enter the generosity of silence to hear your hidden heart. Know the serenity of stillness to be enfolded anew by the miracle of your being. Mazal Tov, and thank you so much for being here to bless us with your presence. Let us sing together a joyous song. Simin Tova, Mazel Tova, Mazel Tova, Simin Tov, Simin Tova, Mazel Tova, Mazel Tova, Simin Tov, Simin Tova, Mazel Tova, Mazel Tova, Simin Tov. Yeilanu, 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 Ulecho Yisrael. Yeilanu, Yeilanu, Ulecho Yisrael. And I'm wondering, I haven't prepared you for this, and so you can feel free to pass. But we have B-Mitzvah students here, and we're about to bless a new baby who was born 2 months ago yesterday. And I'm wondering, is there an insight or something that you're sitting with this year as you approach your next year of life that you would want to share with this amazing spread of generations? No pressure.
Just take it as it comes.
Let's hold that one close. That feels like 2022 Torah right there. Thank you, Mazal Tov. Happy birthday. And now we get to welcome a sweet, sweet two-month-old. My gosh. We're collecting a bouquet of joy. So I'm going to invite Mickey and her parents and her grandparents to join me here on the bima. Hey, tiny person. That's right. We're pretending like this blessing is for you, Mickey, but actually it's for all of us. Welcome. Blessed be this tiny human who comes to enter the covenant. Brucha haba. In each generation, we reconnect and revitalize our relationship with the sacred and with our people. We find our unique way of being part of our culture and community. So I'm going to welcome Haley and Anthony and their families to offer blessings.
You're welcome. Mickey wants to talk first.
Oh yeah, my poem is
Yeah,
in
your
this pocket. I brought a poem. From On Children by Khalil Gibran. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters, or children, of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth.
Oh, Mickey Lee. Your Hebrew name is a very special one. Oh, man. Sorry. Oh. Yehudit was my puppy's name. I wasn't supposed to do that. She was always such like a really strong presence and driving force in our family and Jewish community. And by giving you this name, we hope that you'll be just as powerful and well-loved in whatever communities you're a part of. For your middle name, it was really important for your Daba and myself to choose a name that fit who you are, which is why we chose Edria, which means mighty, because you are, a mighty one, kid. I think you're not to go.
We offer our blessing. May Jewish community and tradition be a source of guidance and direction for you.
Mickey. May it provide you with morals and values, and through it, may you find your own particular and authentic relationship with God and spirituality. May the Jewish community provide you with a safe space in which to explore your world.
May the teachings of the Jewish tradition imbue in you kindness, respect for all creation, and a connection to your family and history. Amen.
We bless you with unconditional love. May you always know that your family cherishes you and values you, not only for your achievements, because you are so unique and beautiful human, whose life we are privileged to share. I love you too.
Mickey Lee, we give you the gift of independence. Let our love and care for you always be healthy and positive, never stifling or possessive. May we always try to respect and appreciate your uniqueness and teach you to respect this in others.
We give you the gift of curiosity. Yeah. We want to share our love of learning with Mickey and help you to appreciate the complicated and magical world into which you have come. We also know that you will know injustice. I know it. You have strong feelings about it already. And we bless you with the courage and wisdom to take part in restoring this broken world to wholeness. It is said that there are 3 names by which a person is called: the one they were given at birth, the one which people call them, and the one they earn for themselves.
The Hebrew name that you received today marks the beginning of your life's journey. Bless you. May this name be one that serves you well, that connects you to your family and to your culture, and that allows you to discover the name that you will earn for yourself.
May this sweet little one's family and community find much joy in her, and may her life bring blessings to her family, her friends, and to our people. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu kayemet hayalda hazot le'aviv u'limo. ויקרא שמה בישראל יהודית אדריה, ישמח האב ביוצאת חלצה, ותגל אמו בפרי בטנה, ככתוב ישמח אביך ואמך, ותגל יולדתך. הודו לאדוני כי טוב, כי לעולם חסדו. זאת הקטנה יהודית אדריה, גדולה תהיה. כשם שנכנס לברית, כן תיכנס לתורה ולחופה ולמעשים טובים. God and God of our ancestors, sustain this tiny human for her parents, and let her be called in our community Yehudit Edria, and may this little one bring transformation to the world, and as she enters into the covenant, so may she enter into a life of learning, loving relationships, and good deeds. So I'm going to invite you to say the blessing on the back page.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehachnisa b'ivrit shel Avram v'Sarah. Blessed are you, God, whose presence fills creation, and you make us holy with your mitzvot and call us to bring this tiny person into the covenant of Abraham and Sarah, and let us seal with blessings. So we're going to bless Mickey, Yehudit Adria, with Birkat Kohanim. So I'm going to invite you to, if you want, to put your hands on her, to put your hands on her head, and to repeat after me. Yevarechecha, Adonai, Yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai, Hanavelecha, Vifunecha, Yisa Adonai, Hanavelecha, Yisemcha, Shalom.
So we are going to sing the most soothing Siman Tov Mazel Tov. She's going to experience it like a tiny lullaby. We're going to sing Siman Tov Mazel Tov Mazel Tov Siman Tov Siman Tov Mazel Tov Mazel Tov Siman Tov Siman Tov Mazel Tov Mazel Tov Siman Tov Yelanu. Yesher Koach, and let's seal now with Shehechianu to mark this moment. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Amen. Mazal tov. She doesn't, so we'll keep singing to keep Mickey calm and happy. We continue now with Kabbalat Shabbat, page 12, or number 3 in our online Siddur, L'chun Ranina. Mazal Tov.
Yes.
Lechun ranena Ladonai Naharia Letzur Yishenu Nekadem Afanav Betodah Bizmirot Naharia Lo Lechun ranena Ladonai Naharia Letzur Yishenu Nekadem Afanav Betodah Bizmirot Naharia Lo
We continue together with Psalm 96, page 13, number 4 in our online Siddur.
Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, barechu shemo, basru miyom leyom, Yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, barechu shemo, basru miyom leyom, Yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, barechu shemo, basru miyom leyom, Yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, barechu shema, basru miyom leyom, Yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, barechu shema, basru miyom leyom, Yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, barechu shemo, basru miyom leyom, Yeshuato.
We continue with Ana Bechoach, which is found on our purple blue sheets here in the sanctuary on 50th Street and number 6 in our online Siddur.
Ana b'koach gedulat yemincha tatir tzerura kabel rinat amcha sagveinu tahareinu nora ana b'koach gedulat yemincha tatir tzerura kabel rinat amcha sagveinu tahareinu nora ay 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 oh ay 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 oh ay 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 oh ay 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 oh ay I believed in solid ground until I saw the earth in motion in the winds of steady change and in the ever-rolling ocean. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh.
Shabbat Shalom. So it's very sweet. I can't stop beaming tonight because I'm seeing folks come back from trips abroad, and I'm seeing folks come back from college, and I'm seeing people come back after a long time away, or people who are here who are about to move away. There's a lot of welcoming in this space. And so as we sing Lecharodi, as we prepare to welcome Shabbat, just want to invite you to check in. What are you welcoming this Shabbat? What part of you are you welcoming in? What new possibilities are you hoping to open to? And maybe as we rise to greet Shabbat and our final verse, may we come closer to whatever it is we are hoping to welcome. So let's sing together, page 20, number 7, Lechadodi.
Likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmi'anu Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Likrat Shabbat Lechu V'nelcha Ki Mekor HaBeracha Merosh Mekedem Nesucha Sof Maaseh B'machshava Tchila Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Mikdash Melech Ir Melucha Kumitzei Metoch Hafecha Rav Lach Shevet Be'emek HaBacha Ve'hu Yachamol Alaychem La Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Idnari Me'afar Kumi Lishi Bigdei Tifatechami Aya Ben Yishai Bet Halachmi Korvael Nafshi Ge'ala Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela That's it. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Oh Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lo Tavoshi V'lo Tikami Majtish Tochachi U'matemi V'yechesu Ani Ami V'nivneta Ir al Tila Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Oh Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela V'hayim Shisa Shosayim V'rachaku Komev Alayich Yasis Alayich Elohayich Im Sos Chatan Al Kala Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Oh Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Yamin u'Shmol Tifrotzi Ve'et Adonai Taritzi Ayarish Ben Parzi V'nismecha V'nagila Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Boi v'shalom ateret ba, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola. Tochem uneh am segula, boi chala, boi chala, o lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabla, o lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabla, o lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabla, o lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabla. Shalom, Malchei HaShalom, Malchei Elyon, Malchei HaShalom. Shalom, Malchei HaShalom, Malchei Elyon, Malchei HaShalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We're going to take the next 4 minutes to greet each other. I invite you, whether you're old friends or you're like, I'm not sure I know you because we're all wearing masks. Let's introduce ourselves no matter what and wish each other a sweet Shabbat. Hi, Aaron Burke.
Good evening, everyone.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Shabbat Shalom. My name is Aaron Burke. I'm one of the rabbinic interns here at Shir Tikva. And we're going to continue with Mariv with the call to prayer, Baruch Hu, which is on, I'm going to take a peek at, where are we? On page 28 in your books, Mishkan Tefillah, number 8 in the online Siddur. Please rise. We'll continue with our evening service with the Shema. It's on page 34 in Mishkan Tefillah. And we'll continue after that with Every Heartbeat, which is a beautiful insert that Rachel has put music to. It's on page 37, number 9 and 10 in the online.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Love your God with every heartbeat.
We continue with Micha Mocha on page 40, number 11 in the online Siddur.
Hello, everyone. We'll take this time now to pray for peace, using words by Rabbi Natan Sternhartz, a 19th century Ukrainian rabbi, which we have been using now for over 100 days. So I'm going to invite you, as always, to please call into your heart places that are in need of peace, that we might really envision a sukkah of peace stretching out over this weary, weary world. יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו שתבטל מלחמות ושפיכות דמים מן העולם ותמשיך שלום גדול ונפלא בעולם ולא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב ולא ילמדו עוד מלחמה רק יכירו וידעו כל יושבי תבל האמת לאמיתו אשר לא באנו לזה העולם בשביל ריב ומחלוקת ולא בשביל שנאה וקנאה וקנטור ושפיכות דמים רק באנו לעולם כדי להכיר אותך תתברך לנצח ובכן תרחם עלינו ויקום בנו מקרא שכתוב ונתתי שלום בארץ ושכבתם בין מחריד וישבתי חיירה מן הארץ וחרב לא תעבור בארצכם ועגל כמים משפט וצדקה כנחל איתן כי מלאה הארץ דעה את אדוני כמים לים מכסים. May we see the day when war and bloodshed cease, when a great peace will embrace the whole world. Then nation will not threaten nation, and humankind will not again know war. For all who live on earth shall realize we have not come into being to hate or to destroy. We have come into being to praise, to labor, and to love. Compassionate One, bless all those on earth with the power of compassion. Fulfill the promise conveyed in Torah. I will bring peace to the land, and you shall lie down, and no one shall terrify you. I will rid the land of vicious beasts, and it shall not again be ravaged by war. Let love and justice flow like a mighty stream. Let peace fill the earth as the waters fill the sea. Let's say together, Amen. Let us pray Hashkivenu, page 42.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim Hashkivenu Shabbat shlomecha, v'tagneinu b'etzah tova milfanecha. Hashkidenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, v'tagneinu b'etzah tova milfanecha.
We continue with Vishamru, page 44. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
So at this point in our service, we pause for a moment of gratitude. So whether you're on Zoom or watching on YouTube and you want to pour gratitude in the chat, or whether you're with us on 50th Street, what's something you're grateful for? Amen. Yeah.
Family simchas.
Ooh. That one got the crowd going.
Rabbi.
We'll begin our personal prayer, the Amidah, which is on we begin on page 46 in Mishkan Tefillah, number 15 in the online in the online Siddur. Please rise. Donai Satai Tiftach Ufiadi Tiftach ufiagid tehilatecha. Oseh Shalom on page 62, number 16 in the online Siddur.
Oseh Shalom Bimrama Hu Yaseh Shalom Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Oseh Shalom Bimrama Hu Yaseh Shalom Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu We ask for peace on earth, and we say Amen. Vimaruhu Amen. Vimaruhu Amen. We raise our voice as one, and we say Amen.
With tender hearts open, we pray for healing. I'm going to invite you, please, as I look around the room, to share names aloud of people you're praying for. And if you're on Zoom or on YouTube, feel free, please, to share names of people that you're praying for healing of body, for healing of spirit. So I invite you, please, to share names at this time. Mi sheberach avoteinu Avraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, veLeah, hu yivarech veYirapeh et hacholim.
Shabbat Shalom. Let's take one moment before we learn together to take stock of our surroundings. If you're able, place your feet firmly on the ground below you. Find awareness of the floor holding you up and your seat on the chair. This is the land we stand on, unceded Dakota and Anishinaabe lands. The soil supports our existence, and the floors of this building support our community. Now let's take a moment to become aware of what's above us. The sky brings us the sunlight today. The clouds and tree canopies are bringing us shade. The ceiling of our sanctuary reflects our harmonies, reverberating our song of hope. Take a moment to look to the left and to the right of you. What else are you aware of in this present moment? Who are you shoulder to shoulder with? What is the experience of this unique moment in time? Now let's look backwards. Where do you come from? What brought you to services tonight? What brought you to Jewish practice this year? Who are your ancestors? Last, let's think ahead. What's your path forward? Which direction are you headed? I want to say a special thank you to my friend Lee, who inspired that grounding. This week in Parshat Beha'alotcha, is that right? Be'elotcha, we begin to wander as a people. We're given an account of how the Israelites wander the desert. We're told that Adonai's presence appears to the Israelites as a cloud that rests upon the tent of meeting by day, and by night, that cloud turns to fire. When the cloud would lift from the tent, Moses and the Israelites understood it was a command from Adonai to set out on their journey. They would take down the tent and disassemble their entire camp and journey forth. The cloud would form a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, and it would guide them. When the cloud finally settled, the Israelites would make camp at that spot. And as long as the cloud remained above the Mishkan, they'd be there. Sometimes that would be a day, and they could barely unpack. Sometimes it'd be a year, and they'd have time to settle. I imagine that during the day, the Shekhinah, Adonai's indwelling presence, is thick. It's like a cumulonimbus cloud that's a storm cloud towering over the tent containing the ark, and a beacon guiding Israel on their journey. A cloud is a material thing. It's very real, and it takes up space, yet it's intangible. No one is able to grab it and hold it in their hand. It's also opaque. No one, not even Moses, could see Shekhinah, but they knew Shekhinah manifested the cloud to guide them. What would it be like to be guided on your journey by such opacity? As much as the Israelites asked God, "Are we there yet?" all they're met with is this cloud. Is the cloud moving? So we continue to move. Is the cloud settling? So we settle. For all that was revealed to them at Sinai, not much is being revealed to them about their travel itinerary. The rabbis of the Midrash help us imagine that Adonai's presence as an opaque cloud isn't just frustrating. It can also be insulating. Commenting on our parsha, Midrash Tanhuma Beshalach 3, the rabbis tell us that there are actually 7 clouds. The rabbis cite 7 different places where in the Tanakh, God tells us that the presence has appeared as a cloud while wandering in the wilderness. So the rabbis infer that there were in fact 7 clouds, all of which are divine glory. And those clouds guided Israel across the desert. They tell us 4 of the clouds were at each of the 4 sides. One was above them, another below them, and the 7th cloud preceded them. The last of these clouds lowered the high places, raised the low places, burnt the serpents and the scorpions, and sprinkled the road to lay dust before them. So now imagine that. The Israelites aren't just following the cloud of Adonai's presence, but they were, as an entire nation, enveloped in the cloud. Hundreds of thousands of people moving through the desert, protected on all sides by Adonai's presence. Not only were they surrounded by Adonai's presence, but Adonai sheltered them from what would bite them and what would sting them, and Adonai moved mountains to clear their path. So, this is my last Devar Torah as a member of the Shir Tikva clergy team. While this chapter of my journey with this beloved community may be coming to a close, I'll admit to you that even as I started here back in November, I had serious doubts about whether or not my journey would end in rabbinical school. My own path felt clouded before my eyes, yet here I am today with great clarity, just 7 months later, about the next 5 years of my life. While working in this community through these last months, I learned that as individuals, no one of us can have control over the collective stops that we may take. I also learned just how difficult it is to take each next step on the shrouded path before you, but you must keep walking forward. I trust the path exactly because it's been shrouded before me. The shrouded, unknown path is the realm of the divine. It's where our souls mirror the divine's most clear purpose, which is creation. Growing beyond a younger version of yourself, creating and exploring yourself anew. I've learned that stepping into the unknown is where the divine is most with me, partnering in the project of creating a more full version of my own divinity. I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to step into the unknown with you, to try on this whole rabbi thing. It's been an incredible honor to serve this community and learn from each of you. I'm not sure how often people get the opportunity to try new and hard things with such kind, caring, and a supportive community who gives them the platform to try, to fail, and to try again. It's a tremendous privilege to be given this role, and I don't take it for granted in the slightest. I especially want to thank Rabbi Ariel for being my teacher and my role model, for taking me under your wing, and for I'll be reflecting on your lessons for a lifetime. So here we are, off into the unknown. My blessing for you this Shabbat is that in each of your lives, may you find a time, whether it's this Shabbat, the upcoming week, or in the years to come, where you can take the scary steps into the unknown and feel the presence of the divine surrounding you as your guide. May that path lead you to a place of abundance and a place of justice. Let us pray it just doesn't take 40 years. Shabbat Shalom. Sorry.
Oh, Yesher Koach, Aaron. I'm going to invite us as we take this time for community blessings for Birkat Kehila to just soak in that sweet blessing from Aaron. And I'm going to invite our friends on Zoom and on YouTube to shower blessings in the chat. Our Birkat Kehila is number 3 in our blue handout, number 18 in our online Siddur. Amalach hagoel oti, Amalach hagoel oti mikol ra, yevarech et hane'arim, v'yikarev bahem shemi, v'shem avotai, Avraham v'Yitzchak, v'yidgul harav, b'kerev haaretz, yesimchem Elohim kesara, kerivka, kerachel uchelea, כפרעים וכמנשה, יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונקה, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך shalom. So I'll invite our blessers at home to pour down blessings as we open ourselves up to receive what we need in this moment. Ya la 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 la, ya 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 la la. May we all be blessed with good health. May we trust ourselves and walk the clouded path. May we find comfort in not knowing yet. May we trust in ourselves and community to carry us forward. May the harmonies that bring us together give us strength to build harmony in the world beyond our doors. May we see the beauty in the simple things. May we remember to take blessed breaks from the work and struggle, to breathe and remember and embody wholeness. May we always look forward and have the cloud before us. May we honor our families, blood and chosen. Okay, no, there's a late breaking one, 2 late breaking ones, 3 late breaking ones. Oh my gosh. May we know Adonai knows where we're going, even if we don't. That's a really important one. May we remember the sweetness of summer when it is winter. May we not take ourselves too seriously. May we always have an Aaron Burke in our lives. May we all be blessed with the strength for self-truth. May we accept and give love each step of the way. May we be blessed with good help and clarity of vision. Ken yehi ratzon. That was the last little loft of brachot. My goodness. Yasher koach. As every week, thank you, friends at home, for your brachot. And it's my joy to offer one special blessing for Aaron Burke. Aaron, you taught beautifully tonight about the cloud that guided the Israelites along their way. And so to bless you on your transition, I want to offer another image from this week's Torah portion. So you correctly note that God manifested in a pillar of cloud to help the Israelites find their way. But in our Parsha, Moshe is also told to craft 2 silver trumpets. Trumpets that will help them mark their holy seasons, signal when there is danger, and indicate when the Israelites should get in formation. From this, we learn that the cloud wasn't enough. Even with the protection and presence of the divine, the people still need their silver trumpets, played by humans, to help them find each other, to call them back to purpose, and to help them locate in time and space. So you, dear Aaron, have been one of Shir Tikva's trumpets this year. By calling on us to contribute to services, to come together for holidays, by teaching us heartfelt Torah and showing up with care for community and for staff, you have helped us find our purpose and find our way through. So as you take leave of Minneapolis and head to Boston, as you open up to this next chapter of your own journey, I want to thank you for being one of our silver trumpets. Thank you for lending your voice to the big work of community building and spiritual service. Thank you for calling us together, for helping us find our way through. And I offer our community's Shir Tikva, our community's hopeful song, right back to you as a silver trumpet to take on your way. That as you navigate the disorientation and new insight that rabbinical school will inevitably bring, you might allow us to help call you back to your purpose, because we believe in you and we'll be cheering from you here, and we'll be so glad to remind you of your skill and your wisdom, your big heart, your humor, and your worth. Mazal Tov. I'm going to miss you so much. Okay, so here we go. We're going to move towards the seal of our service. I feel like this is a record for blessings. So much, and we need them, right? We need to take these moments to mark, so thank you. Let us continue now with Vahashevota, with Aleinu, which is found on page 284. Please rise in body and spirit. Vahashevota el levavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim vehashevota el levavecha ki Shekhinah hi Elohim v'nemar v'haya Adonai melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yireh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. You may be seated. We take this time now for Kadisha Tom, for Mourner's Kaddish. And it's the custom in our community to take time to listen to each other's stories so we can remember each other's loved ones together. And so I invite you, when I read the name of your loved one, if you want to just wave your hand so I know to come to you, and if you want to share a sentence or two of memories so we can remember them with you. And if I've come to the end of the list and I have not read your loved one's name, I invite you then to raise your hand. I'll be glad to come to you with the microphone and hear your stories. So we're in Shloshim. We're in the first 30 days since the deaths of Arlene Rita Spiegel, mother of Kate Sinicone.
She picked up every dead mouse I ever found in my apartments.
Robert Earl Hensley, father of Fiona, Tyler Bailey, David Bailey's and Deb Hork Bailey's grandson, and Jack Ziegler, beloved member of Shir Tikva. We observe the yahrzeits of Miriam Bromberg, Amy Funk's mom.
My mother and I had a strained relationship. She struggled with depression, and when finally there were some drugs that could help, she had what many did of her generation, the stigma of that what she wasn't supposed to. It wouldn't mean anything if she felt okay because of medication. And as I was trying to think of what to say tonight, I remembered this with sweet sadness. After my mother died, the daughter of one of her best friends sent me some letters that she and her mother had sent back and forth when they were 19 in college. And to hear my mother's voice in that letter was a different person. The darling sweater that they had gotten each other, the volunteer work they did at the Red Cross, this was during World War II. Just, you could feel the joy and the openness and the excitement. And I like thinking about her that way.
Beatrice Cohen, Philip's mother and Amira's grandmother. Giselle Cosino, Segol Leclerc's grandmother. Gerkot Selag, Bori's father. Nicholas Decker-Weiss, Kate's nephew. Amos Deinard, Robert Kellen's grandfather. Sorry, I'm being pointed in multiple directions. About this, okay.
This is not anybody I got the chance to know personally ever, but someone who was very personally significant to me as an artist. This morning it was announced that Julie Cruz passed on into the night. So rest in paradise, Julie Cruz.
My grandfather, Amos Deinard, was one of the founders of Leonard Street and Deinard. And for anyone who knew him, they always had incredible stories because he was an amazing man. He was very smart and always had the right thing to say at every time. And if you ever talk about big shoes to fill, he had them. When I used to sit at Federation meetings and see his picture on the wall as one of the first presidents, it reminded me that there were very big shoes and that it kind of caused me to aspire to always do better.
Myrna Feinsott, Joe Gordon's mother. Fania Friedman Rose, Laura Friedman Shudloff and Megan Friedman's grandmother. May Gepner, Janice's mother.
Well, yes, you've been talking about blessings, and when I think of my mother, I just growing up, you never think it's a blessing to have encouraging, loving parents. And so I always think about, I wish that I could have thanked her more for being so encouraging, allowing me to leave home and go away to college because that's where I wanted to go.
Samuel Hartman, Maury's father. Mitzi Kane, Ellen Stetner's mother-in-law. Dorothy Kuferman, Sumner Richmond's sister. Robin Leopard, Barbara Wiener's sister.
My sister Robin died 4 years ago, and I still miss her so very, very, very much every day. She believed that she wanted to live in a world that she believed people were good, all of them, even the handyman that took her chainsaw twice and didn't return it either time. But when I asked her why did she do that, she said, "Bun," and she called me Bunny, "Bun, I want to live in a world that just really believes that people are good, and so I'm going to act that way."
Samuel Lobel, Jessica Cohen's grandfather. Arnold Newman, Eric's father.
For my father, the most important thing in his life was his family, his wife, my mother, his children, and his grandchildren. And he never stopped talking about all of us.
George Owen, Deborah's father. Rose Ratner, Jay Lieberman's grandmother. Billy Rose, Tamar's partner. I see you online, Tamar. Mildred Weiss, Kate's mother. I open if there are other names you would like to share at this time.
My dad died like 11 years ago. No, more than that, 13 years ago this week. Thank you, Harry. And when I think of him, I just think of laughter and joy. And when he came into the room, it was like this rush of joy. And he just filled everybody with it. And we felt so loved by him and still do. So I am so grateful.
It's been 7 years since my grandfather, Akiva Lekach, passed away. Our second daughter, Alma, is named after him. He was a sweet, kind, loving man. Was an educator. He was first a teacher in a refugee camp in Ulm in Germany after the war. He's originally from Poland. And then he was a school principal in Israel, and my dad is also an educator, so I'm a third generation Lekach teacher, and I feel very proud of it. Miss him dearly, and that's it.
Thank you so much for sharing your stories. May their memories be a blessing. I invite the community please to rise. Kadisha Tome is found on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam u'lamei amaya Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlam Rabba min shemayim v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace and comfort to all those who mourn. And let us say together, Amen. It's my joy to invite Harry Adler to come to the front of the room. Harry, beloved board member and co-convener of the Macomb Minyan. You may be seated. Harry will offer some announcements. Hi there. Take your time.
So actually, I think we should just first take a nice deep breath. I'm so used to the rabbi asking us every week just to take a slow, deep inhale breath. And just take in the moment. So many things are happening this evening. And so just want to actually say congratulations to Hillebrand family. It's awesome. What it means to have two young ones coming up to have a bar mitzvah. Congratulations to both of y'all, Benton and Mathis. And may you have a wonderful journey. And we've heard many journeys of others this evening. One who's going off to rabbinical school. So someone I met actually back when he was a fourth grader on a basketball team. Did I know then that he would become JCC? He was a wonderful basketball player, but even a better rabbi to be. So welcome and congratulations to you. Thank you for being here with us in person, and thank you for those in Zoom who I'm so used to seeing. And we have our first oneg back tonight. Light snacks will be served in the vestibule for folks to eat and drink outside. Please make sure your trash and recycling makes its way to the appropriate bins. Thanks to our oneg sponsors for sponsoring in honor of the baby Mickey, Sherry, Paul, and Patty. Just love having these moments. We had a birthday to celebrate, a baby, a new rabbi to be, just so many different things, the bar mitzvahs, bar mitzvahs, and so forth. So, and just the wonderful memories of those who passed away. It's just all these things bring us together. At the end of the service, please return the prayer book to the usher table, the one you might have found me, and remember to take this little purple thing out, and you can stack it next to us. It's just part of being the community together that we do these sort of type of things. Really an exciting thing happening soon. Join us this Sunday, the annual meeting on Zoom, 10 a.m., where you get to hear President Amy Funk back there. Thank you. And I'm not sure, if Harry Funk, the other Harry in the room, will be, helping in Zoom in some sort of way. Who knows? We'll see what he does. But thank you, Harry, back there. The Caring Community has begun to offer rides to Friday night services and other temple events. If you need a ride or are able to provide a ride, contact Jim Miller. Contact information is in Monday's e-news. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., it's the first year Tikva Singing Circle. Yeah, and you heard that. Meet in the front area. Is that where you're going to meet? And for those of you who actually are interested in also sponsoring future onegs, let Boris or Raina know. We'd love to hear from you. Find all other Shir Tikva programming updates in our weekly e-news. If you don't currently receive our emails, you can sign up on the homepage or the website. Thank you all. Wish you all a good Shabbat.
Thank you so much, Harry. Yesher Koach. There's so much going on in community. Thank you so much for those announcements. Let's take a moment, just look around, beam love to each other as we seal our service in song. But first, I will invite the Hillenbrands. Sorry, I know that was a joke. We'll invite the Hillenbrands up to bless grape juice and challah. It was a graham cracker, and it magically became challah. How did that happen?
It's a miracle.
And for my next trick. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei beri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh זכר יציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת עם כל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. L'chaim, if you want to take a little sip and then uncover the challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. If you want to grab a little piece of challah, we'll close in song. Good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much to Rachel and to Mindy. Thank you to Harry Funk. Thank you to Aaron Burke. Thank you to Sam and to Ray and the McComb Minyan.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Ya la 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 la.